Hi everyone, it's me, Dustin. Today I want to tell you about Hope Lutheran Church in North Minneapolis and how I started attending there. Well, Hope Lutheran Church in North Minneapolis is led by a pastor called Ben, and Ben's a really amazing guy. And Pastor Ben at Hope Lutheran Church in North Minneapolis does a very good modern take on the preacher. And he preaches on Wednesdays and Sundays. And on Wednesdays, it's only one time in the morning. And on Sundays, he does a morning and afternoon sermon at Hope Lutheran Church in North Minneapolis. And how I got introduced to this church was I was working at Bob's Produce Ranch at the time in Fridley. And my coworker, Will, invited me to go to this church. And at first I was a little bit nervous because, I'm a Lutheran, but I'm not like an old school Lutheran. So I went there and I very connected with Pastor Ben. I connected with Will's community, and I encourage you, and they have a website where you guys can watch their church streams on Sundays and Wednesdays through their website. So, you can, and they let you donate online because Pastor Ben's only in his 40s. So, he's actually a modern pastor that knows that not everyone has cash on them. And then Pastor Ben also runs kind of a daycare at Hope Lutheran Church in North Minneapolis. He kind of runs a daycare there, so low-income families who can't afford a regular daycare can email him through the church's website. And then he watches kids at the church. So the church downstairs has a big basketball court, an indoor basketball court. The church downstairs has a big cafeteria. Hope Lutheran Church of North Minneapolis actually has parking, and you can actually park there. And Pastor Ben, does a really good job running the place. And I can relate to Pastor Ben because he's similar. I am 28 years old, and because he's in his 40s, there is an age difference, but we both saw the 2008 crash. We both saw our government fail in Iraq during the Iraq War. You know what I mean? And we saw the same kind of terminal. And me and him, because we're both millennials, we face the same problems. So I like his preaching because it is original preaching, but he also does it more modernly. So then you actually want to listen to it. You don't feel like grandpa is preaching at you. You know what I mean? You feel oh, there's a millennial my age that's preaching at me. You know what I mean? And I like how Pastor Ben focuses on life lessons, don't follow the Jones. If you keep on obsessing over the Jones or keep obsessing over people like the Kardashians, you're going to be miserable. So Pastor Ben, kind of teaches you how to live a simple, nice life without comparing yourself to others and following the way of Jesus. So, so go check out Hope Lutheran Church in North Minneapolis. And then it's the Hope Lutheran Church is only 10 minutes away from Empire Foods in Brooklyn Center. So you can go to Hope Lutheran Church in North Minneapolis, and then you can go to Empire Foods in Brooklyn Center. And then after you buy some cool food at Empire Foods in Brooklyn Center, you can go to the Restaurant Depot in Brooklyn Center. Because the Restaurant Depot is like a Sam's Club, but you don't need a membership to go to the Restaurant Depot. So you can go to church, then go to Empire Foods in Brooklyn Center, and then go to the Restaurant Depot in Brooklyn Center, get all your groceries done after church, and then go home. Yeah, and then after that, Brooklyn Center also has a Burlington, a TJ Maxx, a Five Below. So then, after you're done with your church, you can go shopping, get all your shopping done in Brooklyn Center before you go home. So I hope you guys have a good day. Bye-bye.